So today I'm gonna just do like a speed tutorial and just sort of show you really quickly how I got somewhere. We're not going to go through all the little details and brushstrokes, but I'm going to give you just a really quick look at how I worked on this image. So this was shot at one of my workshops in Colorado Springs, and my model here is Layla, and she did a wonderful job for me. And I just wanted to have kind of a supernatural effect here. Um, so I added in some sort of flying books around her, and we've talked about, I've gotten some feedback where people thought maybe I should have had her raising her arms up. My initial thought was just to do something a little more passive. So I didn't do that. I kind of like the ambiguity here of wondering if she's controlling these books or if perhaps she's just having a supernatural event going on around her and she's sort of passive. But anyway, you can interpret the story however you want. But now I'm just going to show you the editing steps that I went through. So I'm going to go all the way back to the bottom. And here is my initial shot of Layla. And the first thing that I did was I added a bottom vignette right here. And then I started adding my book overlays. And I've actually created a little book overlay, which I am going to be sharing with you here as soon as I can get it up. It's kind of a busy summer for me, but I'll see when I can get that up for you, and so that you can have access to books if you would kind of like to do an idea similar to this. So again, started with that bottom vignette, added some book overlays, and the reason I put in that vignette was just to sort of frame this space here around her. This area not as important to my story. Then I did a little bit of retouching. Didn't need to do much because Layla is so outstandingly beautiful, but I did that in my quick start portrait here. Went ahead and just added some stuff from my close-up portrait here, which gave me the ability to add a little bit of just softness in certain areas where I had shadowing, and then to go ahead and sharpen certain other areas. I actually also added some of the rouge effects, but you won't see that until the tweaks section up here. So I also added a mascara effect as well to draw a little more attention to her eyes. But again, that's up here in this tweak section. I'll get to that. Over here, I just brightened the shadows. That was from foundations as well. And then I used Center Stage, which is here in JD Instant Overlays Volume 2. It's right here. And that's what it looks like. And I have it drop down to 25% here. This is what it looks like at full strength, but I made it a little more subtle than that. Then I added Wonderland, which changed. Wonderland is from JD Beautiful Roadmaps Country, and that just sort of changed some of the tones. It got some of the greenish tones out and made it a little bit more warm, magenta-y and purpley. But I also, this was the full strength of it at 100%. I brought it down here to, I think it was at like 43%. Whoops. So that is the Wonderland action right here, and it comes in a little folder, and you can, go into these folders and make little adjustments if you want to. The last thing I did was I added this instant overlay called Vision. It's right here. It is in the Illuminations Instant Overlay Sampler, and it is at 76%. This is what it looks like at full strength. I wanted to dial it down a little bit, so I think I put it around, what did I just say? Around 73%. And then, last but not least, I just wanted to make her eyelashes, her eye details a little bit stronger, so I added some mascara from my portrait. I went in and did some non-destructive burning and dodging, and you can sort of see the tweaks here. Took a little bit of the greenish tone out of her hair. Just played with some of those other correction brushes that are in the these are my correction brushes, and they'll bring back black detail definition. I painted in some saturation. I add a little bit of blur in certain areas, but these are all just little brushes, and I just combine that all here into the tweaks area. So I hope that helps. Just give you a really quick idea of what I did to go from here to here. All right, thanks so much for watching.